Protesters forced their way into the COP30 venue in Brazil today, clashing briefly with security guards. Demonstrators armed with batons faced off with the guards at the entrance. International climate correspondent Susan Ormiston is in Belém, Brazil, and has been following the story for us. And Susan, what more can you tell us about these protests?
Well, it was quite a scene out here in this open area at the entrance to the COP venue. About 7:30 tonight, a large group of protesters came here and they were able to push their way into the entrance to the venue, past a line of security screening tables and into sort of a foyer area where the security team assembled and struggled really to keep them back, a chain link of human security staff trying to push them back and not allow them access into the venue where the pavilions and the meeting rooms are. They were able to hold the line. 2 security guards were injured. It didn't last a long time, but it was a moment, and they were sort of marshalling a lot of security to run to the entrance to take care of this crowd. Local reporting suggests they were a group of Indigenous people and another group politically linked, and one of their demands is a wealth tax to pay for climate action in.
Yeah, and as you were describing what happened, we were looking at some video from 3 hours ago, and it is exactly as you described, quite a chaotic scene, and you can see the security people trying to keep those crowds back from entering the venue. Okay, let's talk about what's on the agenda at COP30. This was day 2. What have you been hearing from those who have been speaking at the summit?
Well, you know, that incident was kind of a bit of drama after quite an unusual day. We saw a VIP. California's Governor Gavin Newsom popped up. He had been in Brazil for a couple of days. He came to the COP venue. Essentially, he said with humility, as the U.S. has pulled out of these negotiations, there's no U.S. delegation, no pavilion. And he said he came to make sure that the U.S. wasn't a footnote at these climate talks. But the reality is the U.S.'s withdrawal leaves a huge, large financial hole in the climate action. And that concerns a lot of countries, including the smaller states who are looking for someone to step into a leadership role there. A lot of talk here about China. China by far is eclipsing the whole world when it comes to renewables, batteries, EVs, solar energy. In fact, they installed more solar than the entire world last year. So China, some people are suggesting that China quietly in the background may be stepping up into the leadership position, not unhappy that the U.S. isn't here. We are seeing negotiations continue, get down to the hard tax tomorrow, and Canada's Environment Ministry delegation has arrived today and tomorrow, and they will be doing events at the Canadian Pavilion, which is now open. That's the Environment Minister and the Culture Minister, Stephen Guilbeault, who has been a fixture at these COP talks in previous years.